Our next student speaker is Rachel Ploss. Rachel is a graduate of our Accelerated Master's Program, completing both her BA and MA in 5 years. She has served as a graduate assistant for me, and she survived, doing the important work of moving our school strategic plan forward. She has been selected as a fellow with the Patterson Foundation and will be moving to Sarasota, Florida, beginning her new position in a few weeks. We also offer Rachel congratulations as she gets married next weekend. Wow. Please welcome Rachel Ploss.
Hi, and I did not just survive him, I loved working for him. When I first started at the Lilly Family School of Philanthropy, I thought, wow, I'm going into the best profession there is because my profession is all about helping others. But during my time here, I have learned that I was completely wrong. Philanthropy is a great profession that does help others, but it is not the only great profession that helps others. There are doctors, nurses, teachers, therapists, conservationists, artists, musicians, firefighters, police officers. All of these professions and more help others. And it is through my time here in the master's program that I learned about the intersectionality and overlap philanthropy has with so many other professions that do good work in order to increase the impact that we can create. Philanthropy is not an isolated profession. To do it well, one must build connections with other professions and collaborate to share resources and knowledge in order to create effective change. This is something that excites me about a career in philanthropy. The chance to learn from other professionals in different careers and work together to bring about innovative solutions to problems that have existed for far too long. Of course, this approach makes things more complex, but nothing in life worth doing comes easy. Strangely, life gets harder when you try to make it easy. Exercising might be hard, but never moving makes life harder. Uncomfortable conversations are hard, but avoiding every conflict is harder. Mastering your craft is hard, but having no skills is harder. Easy has a cost. And none of us came to this school to learn how to do things the easy way. We all came to master our skills and understandings of philanthropy, and I can say this is exactly what we as students have done. I took a class taught by the wonderful Pamela Liebking that was a hybrid class of students in Germany. One of our assignments was to write a blog with a student from Germany and pick a cause like poverty, hunger, mental health, any philanthropic cause, and write about what it was like in Indiana and in Germany when the pandemic hit and discover both similarities and differences. The girl I was paired up with taught me one of the most important lessons about philanthropy that I will always carry with me. We had a Zoom meeting and immediately started talking about causes we were passionate about and discovered that we both cared for women's health. So we decided to research and write about how women's health was affected during the pandemic. We found a lot of connections between women's health and the pandemic leading to a lack of access to sanitary and hygiene products. However, that looked very different in Germany than it did here in Indiana. But once we started talking about research articles and stories we found, we realized that even though the actions our communities took to combat this issue were different, their goals were the same. And thus, our central theme became philanthropy is the same at its core. There are a million ways to combat sanitation and hygiene issues. And it's not that one way is better than another, it's just a different way of doing things. But the philanthropic goal is the same at its core. And now I see that message everywhere, especially in my fellow classmates. I have been so blessed to have a diverse class of master's students. I have classmates from Japan, China, Nepal, just to name a few, and learning with them has been one of the best parts of this master's program. Hearing about their culture and how they view and practice philanthropy is just an incredible opportunity. Everyone has a story that brought them to this school and this profession. I refer to them as our philanthropic story. And hearing philanthropic stories from students with cultures so different from my own has been a wonderful opportunity for me to grow in my thinking. It has created a new understanding of philanthropy, one that recognizes that it means different things to different people, that change can happen in many ways, that generosity comes in many forms, and that openness is the best way to learn. because it is only when we leave ourselves open to experience that we learn and grow. Graduation marks a special moment for all of us. We are entering a new season of life with new characters, new plot lines, and a new setting. And who knows where we'll all be at this time next year. Your life can really change in a year. You just have to love yourself enough to know you deserve more. Be brave enough to demand more. And be disciplined enough to actually work for more. As changemakers, I know we have the courage to go out and do more and create change, not just for our lives, but for the lives of those around us and for the lives of those that we may never meet. As passionate philanthropic professionals, we know we do not have time to waste. When asked, what's the biggest mistake we make in life, the Buddha replied, the biggest mistake is you think you have time. Time is free, but it is priceless. You can't own it, but you can use it. You can't keep it, but you can spend it. And once it's lost, you can never get it back. Philanthropy is a lot like time. It is free, but it is priceless. No one can own it, but everyone can use it. It is both tangible and intangible, and once you fully experience it, you can never go back. So here's to us, the change makers, embarking on careers in philanthropy, understanding that the meaning of philanthropy is different to us all. Thank you.